The stormwater management is one of the major challenging issue in urban flood management. Usually in heavy rains, roads, footpaths, subways, low-lying areas, etc. will get affected quickly and it will disturb routine activities and traffic movement. Hence, this session narrates about the reasons and impacts of urban flooding, urban hydrology, objectives of stormwater management, mitigation of flood by various processes, IRC guidelines, storm drain remodeling process, flood forecasting methods, etc. in brief. Findings in stormwater management. Drain reach is in unnatural condition at many of places. Original alignment gets modified at certain reaches. Drain walls and culverts are constructed by municipal authorities or inadequate. Went way not as per the standard designs and also in dilapidated condition at many of the places. Drain width drastically reduced at many places and buildings constructed abutted to the drain wall. Due to change in land use, the culverts constructed by municipal authorities are not matching to the present field requirements. Due to non-existence of sewerage system, large quantity of raw sewage flow is observed in open drains. The inlet and outlet of the weir of water bodies were in dilapidated condition and completely choked. Inadequate maintenance is evident. This shows encroachment of drainage network of storm drains, absence of planning of layouts, inadequate size of storm drains and culverts, accumulation of silt in storm drains, etc. When house sanitary connections are connected to the stormwater drains, it causes unhygienic condition which in turn affect the health hazards. This shows the condition of water bodies in urban areas due to no maintenance of tanks, lathes like desiltation, removal of weeds, debris, allowing solid waste and untreated sewage and industrial waste. Reasons for urban flooding such as reduction in number of lakes within urban area, blockage of vegetation growth, dumping of debris at inlet and outlet locations of water bodies does not functioning as retention basins, reduction in holding capacity due to reduction in lake areas, severe siltation and entry of sewage, etc. Non-existence of regulatory gate arrangement to regulate the flood discharge. Non-existence of interconnectivity between water bodies due to encroachment or modification in original alignment. Drain diversion or bypass arrangement made to all water bodies. Other reasons for flooding are due to blockage of drains due to solid waste, debris, accumulation of silt, weeds, etc. This shows inadequate size of vents, obstruction of waterways by water supply lines or sewer lines or cable conduits, etc. This shows an encroachment of building structures over the stormwater drain, accumulation of solid waste, etc. in drains. Obstructions of sewer lanes, manholes in stormwater drains causing reduced area of waterways which in turn cause work pressure on porocarpicas of urban local bodies. Blockage of stormwater drains causes safe movement of traffic mobility. Urban flooding causing casualties. Safe movement of urban transport system and risk to pedestrians. Heavy urban flooding leads to risk for human life. inconvenience to public mobility, damaging of urban infrastructures, overall impact of flood causes, impact of health, impact on economy, impact on transport and communication, impact on environment. Finally, urban flooding leads to reduction in open spaces of disposal of stormwater, reduced time of concentration of rainwater, reduction in holding capacity of lakes, limited land availability for construction of detention ponds, reduced space available for improving the drains, more flooding causes severe damages, deterioration of public health and environment sanitation conditions, increased cost of expenditure towards flood disaster, etc. Now let us understand the urban hydrology. This hydrograph showing the pre and post development of urban area. Before the development of urban activities, there was higher base flow, lower and less rapid peak and gradual recession of runoff. After the development of urban activities or structures, more runoff, more rapid peak discharge leads to more runoff in less time, causing flooding, damages, etc. Factors affecting the runoff are the characteristics of soil, whether it is drainable or impervious soil, or geology. Next, topography and slope of the catchment, vegetation cover, infiltration rate, interception of storages, temperature or humidity, intensity and duration of rainfall, basin size and shape, such as slope, roughness, stream density, etc. Effect of recharging parameters are presence of water bodies, fissures, joints, faults, folds, plains, aquifers of geological formations, recharging capacity of open and borewells, water bodies, etc. Summarizingly, urbanization will directly results in urban flooding by indirect factors such as attitude of the people, inadequate drainage system, improper waste management, encroachment, etc. The objectives of the stormwater management are to minimize the flood runoff, to ensure free flow of stormwater and to minimize flooding in critical flood prone areas, to improve the health and environmental sanitation conditions in the surrounding vicinity of stormwater drains and water bodies, to protect the existing waterways and water bodies from environmental degradation, to improve the groundwater level by holding rainwater in water bodies, to provide alternate water sources in case of emergencies by rainwater harvesting, then flood forecasting, etc. First of all, we have to make comprehensive master plan of urban or ULB area with holistic approach for stormwater management. It includes catchment area analysis, identifying the low-lying area, critical locations of causing the flood, drain remodeling works to be carried out, regulatory control measures in stormwater management, management by improving the stormwater carrying capacity by drains, controlling of encroachments of storm drain network, building education and awareness to public, stormwater drain risk and disaster management. Also, capacity building of ULB staff and elected representatives. For making comprehensive master plan for stormwater management, we have to consider whole ULB boundary area with buffer, but not by ULB wards. Following websites are available to get the data and softwares for preparation of stormwater management master plan. The data can be obtained from these organizations and websites. The best and indigenous data can be obtained from Survey of India, Dehradun website to get digital topo sheet of respective ULB area by one-time registration. By selecting appropriate grid number, the required topo sheet can be downloaded. It provides information about drainage network, contour lines of line joining equal elevations, elevations of a selected geographic area. By this, map of watershed areas can be delineated by identifying the ridges as shown. From this watershed map analysis, it is possible to measure the stormwater discharge at required locations to design and to construct drainage structures according to local hydrology. By this, it is possible to plan water retaining structures at topographically suitable locations to reduce flooding of low-lying area. Let us understand the case study on BBMP Corporation area. We observe the drainage network, different watershed area, water bodies, etc. from this diagram with layers. Also different watershed area with different colors with subwatersheds. After watershed mapping with overlaying of drainage network, map layer gives rise to areas of each major watersheds, subwatersheds and length of each drains, etc. This map will help in design and construction of UGD network, length of major sewer lines required, suitable locations for sewage treatment plants according to topographical features. If we have digital elevation data, it is possible to create three-dimensional view of each major watersheds so that it gives more information about to mitigate flooding, sediment control, detention ponds, development of water bodies, suitable location for STPs, stormwater drain network, planning and designs, recharging arrangements at low-lying area, etc. Advantages of stormwater management are: the stormwater management ensures reduction in flood incidences, damages and traffic holdups. Proper stormwater management will enhance the environmental quality by reducing pollutions to stormwater drains. As a part of stormwater management, detention ponds, retention basins will reduce peak flooding and also to facilitate recharging of groundwater table. By suitable sewage treatment at STPs, it reduces stress on freshwater sources. Let us consider Mississippi Corporation area with major catchments, drainage network, elevation information were extracted from topo sheets to get clear delineation of watershed boundaries. Usually in older topo sheets, drainage network area will be very clearly identified due to undeveloped urban areas and land use land pattern. By overlaying of drainage network, watershed boundary and elevation layers, low-lying areas can be easily identified in each watershed area and which are marked in red dots in the shown map. From this analysis, suggestions are brought to provide recharge shafts to absorb excess runoff water. Let us study the stormwater drain situation of Tumkur city with encroachment sceneries. This study was done with identifying the boundary of corporation and its wards with the help of JAS mapping. Demarcation of major and minor drainage networks from topo sheets maps. Demarcation of major and subwatershed boundaries, water bodies, etc. from topo sheets and revenue survey maps. Then overlaying of georeferenced maps in layers such as boundary map, watershed map, drainage network map, water bodies map, developed urban area map, etc. with the help of JAS application software tools. With the help of rainfall data, Hydrological studies were carried out along with generated watershed maps. From the comprehensive maps, rainfall data and field information details, analysis were carried out. Shortcomings of the critical reaches and critical points were listed out. The shortcomings obtained from the analysis was once again ascertained from the field visits to critical reaches and critical points. Report for improvements of storm drain network along with recommendations were proposed for shortcomings. Indian Road Congress, that is IRC, issued guidelines on urban storm drains via special publication number 50 2013. It was suggested to provide with new concept of recharge of storm water to ground beyond our conventional methods. Green gutters to flow through planters at roadsides. Infiltration trenches to hold storm water runoff temporarily. The Indian Road Congress guideline chart shows how to retrofit our cities to achieve a more sustainable storm water drainage system through roads, parking lots, open lands, rooftop, etc. This chart shows different methods of stormwater management as per IRC guidelines. Also for the available longitudinal areas of roads, either between road and footpathway or between pathway and boundary walls. Methods of stormwater management method to be adopted are mentioned via this chart. This IRC guideline chart shows type of stormwater management with respect to streets of different widths availability. This shows retrofitting with series of stormwater infiltration planters at available and suitable places in urban area. This retrofit option showing existing conventional method and proposed methods of recharging through curb cuts to swale planted green area which is always lower than the road level. This retrofitting option showing the planters are connected through pipe below the ramp. Right side one showing the decreasing of footpath width to accommodate green gutter which is always lower than the road level. This retrofitting option showing the utilization of roundabouts or junctions or circles which are topographically suitable locations as rain garden or dug well covered with all protections. The collection of stormwater will be done through perforated drain slabs with filtration and infiltration arrangements to well. This video shows the excellent arrangement of perforations at slab of storm drains.
Harvesting வந்து எப்படி அழகா பண்றாங்க பாருங்க. அங்க பாருங்க தண்ணி ஹோல் போட்டு கரெக்ட்டா அது உள்ள போகுது பாருங்க. அங்கங்க ஹோல்ஸ் போட்டுருக்காங்க அழகா. அந்த தண்ணி வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஹோல்ஸ் போட்டு அதுல நீட்டா தண்ணி உள்ள போயிடுது. அழகா உள்ள போகுது எல்லா தண்ணி உள்ள போயிடுங்க பாருங்க. அழகா தண்ணி ஓடி வந்து அதுல கீழ போயிடுது உள்ளுக்குள்ள. அதே மாதிரி எவ்ரி 10 ஃபீட்டுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஹோல்ஸ் என்டையர் ஸ்ட்ரீட் பாருங்க அழகா தண்ணி எல்லாம் பெய்யற தண்ணி எல்லாம் இந்த அடுத்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த பாருங்க தண்ணி அப்படியே அங்கங்க அழகா ஹார்வெஸ்டிங் பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
This shows the perforated drains in longitudinal direction, that is parallel to roads, for collection of storm water to major points for infiltration purposes. At parking places, huge thickness of concrete pavement is not necessary. These parking places can be utilized for stormwater recharging purposes in many ways by incorporating aquastone or perforated interlocking blocks or by providing planted green gutters or permeable pavement in a planned way, which is helps in stormwater management as per IRC guidelines. This video narrated about necessity of permeable pavements in urban areas.
Areas that used to be covered by vegetation have now been replaced by infrastructures, parking lots, streets, and sidewalks. The absence of these natural surfaces has greatly disrupted the natural cycle of water. The excessive use of impervious coverings has left cities with the challenge of managing increased runoff volumes bank erosions, flooding, and the degradation of water quality. Today, these problems pose considerable risks to the sustainable development of cities and suburban areas. It's a serious matter that requires immediate attention and a viable solution. Permeable pavement is a simple and lasting solution that imitates the original hydrological characteristics of natural soils. Its primary function allows runoff water to percolate through its joints while being filtered by different layers of aggregate prior to returning into the soil. This helps reduce the volume of rainwater runoff, thus reducing the strain on stormwater management systems. The reduced demand on stormwater systems helps avoid overloads, debris buildup, and potential flooding. Permeable pavement improves water quality and helps groundwater recharge. It also reduces the heat island effect and can be used where vegetation is not suitable. Permeable pavement can also be Permeable pavement allows an increase in lot usage and building opportunities in public and private development projects. This helps governments focus on reducing life cycle costs associated with wastewater management in their municipalities. Permeable pavement has been extensively and successfully tested as a sustainable and cost-efficient alternative in a vast array of applications. Permeable pavement is the ideal solution for cities and communities faced with stormwater management weight and vibrations common to extreme industrial transport. The void spaces of the inflow layers have been designed to hold vast quantities of water and resist ground displacements caused by ice buildup and the thawing cycle. It also reduces the need for de-icing. Mechanical installation capabilities are simple, quick, and cost-efficient. Its durability and resistance to adverse conditions also make its maintenance simple and cost-effective.
Rain gardens or rain parks are interconnected with storm drain network to reduce flow of runoff water and to allow for infiltration, maybe through recharge shaft. This retrofitting is suitable for low-lying urban area and groundwater table is so scarred. Perforated or eco-friendly pavements at footpaths will help in stormwater management to some extent. These pavements performs landscapes with aesthetic look with recharging of stormwater. It also helps to reduce stress on storm drain to some extent. By providing recharge wells with desilting cum filter chamber at appropriate topographical locations and at suitable intervals, it is possible to reduce pressure on stormwater drains. Like that, by providing cement rings or chambers at intersection of different slopes, recharge well with silt trap and filter chamber can also serve the infiltration of storm water at major roads. At moderate rainfall places having crossroads, simple and direct recharging can be done through graded jelly of 80 mm to 40 mm at bottom of the storm drain bed itself. Filter chambers can also be constructed at storm drain with difference in elevations as shown in the right side photograph. At residential layouts with suitable intervals, small recharge pits can be provided with stone jelly to serve the recharging, which in turn reduce the pressure on stormwater management. Experiments are proven that 1 meter length, 1 meter width and 1 meter depth pits filled with stone jelly in front of each house of stormwater bed drastically reduce the stress on stormwater drains, and also by recharging the stormwater, quality of groundwater was also improved by dilution factor considerably. As we discussed earlier, the efficiency of stormwater management can also be improved by drain remodeling works such as removing these obstructions, increasing the size of the drains, providing smooth lining, widening, regradation of bed slope, desilting, strengthening, remodeling of old culverts, etc. This shows by removing of old pipe culverts and providing new long span culverts or bridges to increase discharge capacity of storm water. By replacing of old pipe culverts with RCC box culvert, the discharge efficiency of stormwater drain can be improved. By providing suitable grading arrangements to stormwater drains at appropriate locations to control debris, solid waste and other wastes, etc. It is possible to control and minimize the blocking of stormwater drains. By researching or by restructuring of stormwater drains at dilapidated condition of structures, it is possible to increase the efficiency of stormwater drain network system. By frequent removing of debris and desilting from stormwater drains at appropriate time will increase the discharge capacity of stormwater drains. It is always better to provide a big stormwater drain like this shape with both side protection to control waste disposal. When there is lean flow in the stormwater drain, it will flow at the center portion only, which can be easily monitored. This video shows best management of stormwater drain system. Special care to be taken at critical reaches or at low-lying areas of urban area to dispose of runoff water as early as possible. Otherwise, it will create problem for movement of traffic or public. For this situation, Indian Road Congress IRC specifies pervious paving options to reduce flooding and to minimize runoff by providing pervious concrete or pervious pavers, etc. This video demonstrates the working principles of pervious paving. The laths and tanks in and around municipal area to be maintained cautiously by monitoring with desilting, de-weeding, controlling of encroachments at drainage networks, etc. Hence, in the master plan of storm drain network and its water bodies are to be mapped and documented properly with buffer zones. The left and top photo shows the neglected tank, public throwing the solid waste to this tank. Drainage network were also delinked by encroachments by the public. The groundwater table of surrounding borewells of this tank was depleted drastically. When initiatives were taken to improve this tank by evacuating encroachments along drainage network, desilting, improvement of bund and regulating of structure, it gives new direction towards positive progress in raising of groundwater table, picnic spot to the public, revenue to the municipality, improved hygienic environment, etc. For systematic monitoring of stormwater management in big cities, it is necessary to have data acquisition, transmission and precipitation prediction for flood forecasting system. For this purpose, number of telemetric rain gauge stations are to be provided at suitable locations to acquire rainfall data, which are frequently transferring rainfall data to centralized and automated monitoring system through telemetric network. In the same way, number of sensors and cameras are to be established at critical points of storm drain network to get discharge of water quantities by supervisory control and data acquisition system, that is SCADA system, automatically in a real-time operation. to have complete monitoring and management of stormwater management in a real-time operation, a control room is to be established which should run throughout the year. Based on data acquisition from rain gauges, discharges from storm drains, videos from camera will monitor along with georeferenced map. The locations of critical points are easily traced out during the rainfall. The same will be communicated to take rapid action task force to control damages to public and properties. The communications and working principles of control room are illustrated through this flow chart. Flood level indicators are also displayed through digital screens at suitable public places and also through web and mobile with alert messages to public. These are the few case studies from Srinagar and Chennai urban flood disasters. This case study is from Srinagar flood disaster. We can observe the level of public property damages occurred during the recent flood disaster. Regarding the rainfall predictions and data, it can be obtained from Bhuvan, Indian Meteorological Department, SkyMet Weather websites to have more information, which helps in stormwater management in urban local bodies. Nowadays, the latest and real-time weather forecasting information are available to public through mobiles with digital maps. One of the example is www.windy.com. It gives real-time information with more other features such as temperature, wind, rainfall, snow, humidity, clouds, air quality, radar and satellite images, etc. in real-time basis through mobile. This flowchart showing the process involved in handling of disaster management due to stormwater management and urban flooding in a systematic way. The most important during the disaster event is to establishment of control room with helpline numbers for communication and to handle the situation of urban flooding. With this, the efforts are made to build awareness on importance of sustainable stormwater management in urban areas. Thank you for your attention and patience.